Now to charge this UMPC we need 19 volts in, and we need just under 1 amp of power. So what I've got for that is a car adapter, a car voltage adapter. This was about 40 euros, made by Voltcraft, and by putting various fuse devices in here you can vary the voltage that comes out here. So 12 volts in, and you might not be able to see that, but that's lit up, and now we've got 19 volts out here. So I can plug that straight into the UMPC, and if you can see that, it's charging already. Okay. You can also try and run the device and charge it at the same time, but then you're in a situation where you've got about 1.5 amps going through the system here, and you can see there it's having a problem. You can't actually charge and run the device at the same time. So what we can do is, and this is a little trick you can do while the battery's in the device, drop the battery out, and now we're running the device without a battery, and it thinks it's on mains power. So you have to be careful with your battery saver settings. You have to make sure that the mains power setting is also in a battery saving mode, otherwise you're going to use a lot of energy when you're connected here. It thinks it's running off mains. So that gives us a way to run the UMPC without the battery, and a way to charge the UMPC. If I can turn that, put that on standby. Wait till that goes on standby, and then plug the battery in, and that should go to orange here and start charging. I don't know if I can use this method when I'm moving. Having the Q1 connected, might be a bit of a problem with cabling and keeping the Q1 protected. So what I might do is, depending on the amount of sun I get, I might actually use the lithium-ion battery to... Oh, I need to change the tip on that. I have various tips on this. I might use the lithium-ion battery to charge, because now we're in a situation where we've got steady voltage here and a steady current, and it will charge the lithium-ion battery nicely. So that might be a solution to using the day. The only thing I'm worried about here is the efficiency of the system. When you look at all the components we've got here, it's really not that efficient. We've got 12 volts coming out of the solar panel going through a solar regulator. There's going to be some loss there, not a lot. I don't think there's much in terms of electronics in there. We're going to lose some there. Then we go into the battery and back out of the battery, depending on the state of charge, whether there's more power coming in from the panel, or enough power coming in from the panel to supply the components. Maybe it's not going through the battery, but there's going to be a possibility of some loss there. If I have to store it all in here and take it out again, there's definitely some loss. Then we've got this situation here with the voltage conversion. Now I know that these things are not 100% efficient, and I think we're looking at around 80% maximum efficiency there. And then when we charge the batteries, of course there's voltage conversion going on in here. These batteries, I'm not sure how many cells in there, but there'll be control circuitry, voltage conversions going on in there. And then when we need to get the power out of it again, for example, if I want to power the UMPC, I'm going to have to select the voltage, plug it in, and either charge the UMPC or, as I showed you before, run it without the battery. Now there'll be voltage conversions going on there, and there's going to be some loss. There's more circuitry in there, so as you can see, the whole system is not 100% efficient, but it's about as good as we're going to get, I believe. Okay, let's do one more thing. I'll take the solar panel, put it outside, and just show you that the system works. So let's plug this in, and hope you can see, but the green light is on there, so that means something's happening. I'm going to plug it into the battery. Now the red light is on, which shows it's charging the battery. So basically at this point I can now connect things to charge. So let's make it easy. Put the 12 volt connector on, 12 volt adapter, plug the Nokia charger in there, the lights on there, and there we go, free energy. So all in all, it's not really a simple process with the equipment here. I haven't been able to find a single box solution. So I think for the average user this is not the easiest things to do. There's a lot of connectors involved, there's a lot of cabling, there's a lot of conversion, there's a lot of knowledge involved as well. I had to do quite a bit of research to find out about all this. So what we need, I think, is two things. First of all, this technology needs to change. I have no idea why this battery technology hasn't advanced in the last 100 years. And when we look at lithium-ion batteries and nickel NiMH batteries, those haven't advanced much at all in the last 5 to 10 years. So something needs to change there for this system to be workable for the average user. The second thing that needs to happen is that someone needs to put this together into a product. Someone needs to basically do this, what I'm going to show you now. Get a box, put it all inside, make some holes for the connectors, just make some nice little things, and basically sell it as a single unit. I think it would be pretty useful. I mean, if you look at the size, you could put everything in there. You could the voltage converters, the battery charge, all you could fit into something this size. And so you'd have basically 3.5 kilos, but not light, but a system that would be self-contained and usable for someone that's, say, going for a film crew, say, that's going out for a week on location, or anyone exploring, or anyone out in the field doing work. So I know there are some solutions out there, but they are big and heavy, and we're talking about 20 kilos in weight and €500-600 or $500-600 to buy. So anyway, I'd like to see someone come up with a solution for that. But for the time being, it all seems to work. The only question now is whether there's going to be enough sun, and we'll see next week if that comes true. So what I'll do in the next week is try and give it a test run outside, maybe overnight camping, we'll see, and do some full charging the lead acid battery full and discharging it, and seeing what sort of efficiencies I can get from various configurations. And of course I'll be writing it all up on the blog, solarumpc.com. Thanks to selectsolar.co.uk, who have been advising me on all this. I've learned a lot from them, and the solar panel, which is a Sunlink 25 watt, comes from them too. So thanks for their help, and thanks for watching. So see you soon with more information and maybe some success. Bye.